Once the rumor pipes begin to burst in video games, it starts flooding. First it begins with rumors, but now we have allegedly real leaked pictures of Grand Theft Auto 6. My self-leading team of nuclear scientists to see which one of these images are real, fake, and when I'm gonna pay them. My name is Keg and welcome to Game Globe's Top 10 Leaked GTA 6 Screenshots. Number 8. In a series of recent leaks, a couple of images had surfaced online featuring the usual blurry camera shot and various pieces of debug text. Inside the picture is the back of a model's head. The model itself appears to be a human male, but the information we have, who knows. The upper left corner reads LT equals 16. Could this be the 16th cutscene? Or maybe LT stands for light test? The upper right corner reads 10, 16, or maybe even the 18th hour either in the day, meaning 6 p.m. American time, or in-game. The background in-game looks dark, so it's hard to say which. Furthermore, the bottom left corner reads Night Dome T5. Is this more light mechanic testing? Will the lighting be a dome? What dome? And last but not least, the bottom right corner reads Hotel M. Hotel Mario? What does this stand for? We may never know, because it might be fake. The second image in this batch is of a police car in what appears to be a raining setting. It's hard to say what era this police car comes from because it's obscured by darkness and rain, but you can clearly see 911 on the back of the car. Is this image real? I want to say no. The placement of the 911 looks really extremely off and doesn't match the perspective of the car at all. It's pretty much floating over the car itself. Sure, it could be a mock-up or a prototype model, but it seems to be really weird and sticks out to me like a sore thumb. Unfortunately, unlike the other picture, there is no debug or development text to make any educated guesses off of. This next picture is a doozy. It's a plane on a runway featuring debug text, a mini-map, and it's at night, of course. There's a lot to unpack in this picture, so let's start with the big boy in the room, the plane. The plane, don't even ask me what make or model it is because I have no idea. I'm an art student, not an aerosmith engineer, whatever. It looks like a modern day plane that used to carry passengers, or maybe still does carry passengers. The runway and general area of a screenshot looks extremely modern, but don't show any evidence of this game's world taking place in the past at all. There's even a little luggage car in the upper right corner. As for the text in the upper right, unfortunately it's pretty unreadable. The only thing I can really make out is the green text reading FPS, and it's around the 130 mark. Everything else is pretty much unreadable in its entirety, minus the options on the right reading on, whatever it is. I saw some comments online saying that maybe the minimap didn't match the screen, but for me personally it's hard to tell. The plane seems to be at a different angle than on the minimap, but maybe the minimap wasn't finalized yet? Maybe the minimap is still in the works? Is this even real? We have no idea. I have my doubts on this one. The screenshot is extremely dark, almost as if it was edited to be. In fact, you can see artifacting around the middle part of the screen. Now, I'm not much of a photo forensicologist, but, I'm trying my best here. As dark as it is, while the background does look extremely nice, it could easily be a modded Grand Theft Auto 5 landscape. But it does look very nice, however. This is another blurry image of a cityscape in what appears to be an apartment complex in the background, and some debugging text. The interesting thing is that this doesn't seem like an in-game image? This looks like a real image with a debug text just slapped onto it. Maybe the new GTA is just so photorealistic that the human eyes can't tell it apart, and that we'll get confused about what is and what isn't real once the game comes out? Just maybe. While this image may at first appear legitimate, I am skeptical at this point. It's sad and suspicious that the left and right monitors for this user are blurred out because it could have given us a great insight on what exactly we're looking at from a development side of things. Unfortunately, we're stuck with unreadable debug text and a graph of maybe GPU rendering? I'm not sure. The screenshot itself is fairly boring. It's supposedly the main character holding a rifle overlooking the beach. The lighting itself looks really good and the minimap matches the surroundings, but this could be easily modded, however. Number 2. All things considered, this is a very, very small picture. It's boring and painfully blurry. What makes it most interesting to me, and maybe I'm a weirdo, is that the minimap looks completely blank. I'm really not sure what's going on with it overall, but I feel that's the only point of legitimacy towards this picture. Otherwise, it's so blurry it may as well not even count. Number 1. This is what leaked photos are about. The file name on the screen reads Grand Theft Auto _KC _CS _pre _alpha. You can't forget the alpha _ version 1.2. I'm not sure what the KC or the CS portions stand for, but that's a legitimate sounding file structure of a development version of a game. Going right below, the text in the upper right reads valid 92706 installing 00 loading, and the rest of it is blurred out by the lighting. But going down some more, the minimap looks very basic. No textures, nothing. The basic arrow pointing in the player's direction and basic shapes of the outlines of buildings are all we have to go off of. Below that, there's even more development text. This reads the FPS of the game, which is interesting because it runs over 60 FPS but not by too much. Either the game is, or understandably, not running as well as it should, or maybe it's an error? The rest of the text itself, unfortunately, I do not understand. Maybe a dev in the comments can let us know, maybe a GTA 6 dev in the comments can let us know too. But regardless, thank you very much for watching. Do you have any ideas on these images? Are they real? Are they fake? Should I pay those scientists? Let the Game Globe know down below.